Vinicius Jr going to Arsenal. So make sure to like this live stream, subscribe to my channel, comment my videos so you don't miss any of my videos. Also turn on the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Right guys, here we go. So Vinicius Jr to Arsenal, is that happening? Has personal terms agreed or something like that? Did Fabrizio Romano have it? So head of Arsenal says that Arsenal Football Club have reportedly agreed to personal terms with Vinicius Jr, but the contract is yet to be agreed with Real Madrid for or until 2027. So they need to do a new one. So basically, honestly, can I just say something about that? I'm totally confused about that. I'm really confused about that because obviously I don't know whether this is true or not because the way I don't I actually don't know really. Is this true or no? Because I'm actually confused about that because hand of Arsenal saying having agreed to personal terms with Vinicius Jr. Is that true though? Is that why that Arsenal confirmed about that? Is that the way it is? Um so I don't know if Arsenal has to do something about that because Arsenal Football Club have they released something? Have they done something? I'm not sure, but they have been a little bit of confusion with the signings. First of all, they've agreed personal terms and they agreed to deal with Newcastle United's midfielder Bruno Guimaraes from Newcastle. So Newcastle are about to sell Lewis Hall, Anthony, and Bruno Guimaraes as the players, but it's yet to confirm that. But Manchester United are exploring a deal for Lewis Hall. Is that going to be right? Is that going to be okay? But the thing is, with Arsenal's personal term agreements, and so Bruno Guimaraes, so they need another left winger and a central striker, which they need. So I believe this is going to be true. By the way, I personally know because Arsenal are being seen super good with the friendlies. With the club friendlies, they have been on tour and they're about to face, Scooter with that. Hello, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this live stream, please. Welcome to my live stream, by the way. How are you, UK? It's good to see you. Hey, Scooter with Ed, can you please subscribe to my channel, please, if that's okay with you? So, basically, I think Arsenal, should be okay because honestly, I recently think because of the way have they agreed personal terms with anyone really? They've agreed personal terms with Bruno Guimaraes. They have obviously been updated about that. So honestly, I think Bruno Guimaraes is a really good player, but for where does this happen? Who's going to start in midfield? Ben Nerdy, hello, please subscribe to my channel, please like this live stream, please. Welcome to my live stream, by the way. How are you, UK? It's good to see you. Hey, Ben Nerdy, can you please subscribe to my channel, please, if that's okay with you? And the same with you, Scooter with Ed, if that's okay with you both. But the thing is, I reckon that Arsenal maybe probably sign anyone really because it's really hard because they're absolutely right. They're pursuing a move for Julian Alvarez is so. Why not? Why not, Ben? Why not, Ben? Um, yeah, yeah, I'm really good, thank you. Also about that, it's it's really hard with Arsenal with that club, and also the value points with this because it's a new season. Who's going to start for Arsenal? Basically, Christos Solis is going to start for Arsenal. Basically, Gabriel Martinelli and Melanie Madueke, they're both on for sale. As a result, that has been confirmed by Arsenal about that. So if they sign Vinicius Jr to Arsenal, but Real Madrid have got to have a personal agreement with their contract, basically. What do you think Spain in the World Cup? They totally deserve it after Argentina, you know. Neelan B, hello, please subscribe to my channel. Please like this live stream, please. Welcome and good morning as well. How are you, UK? It's good to see you. Hey, Neelan B, can you please subscribe to my channel, please, if that's okay with you? Good morning to you, Neelan. How are you, UK? But this is really hard for Arsenal. Yeah, basically through the whole Wake Up. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Ben, because they were cheating and they were saying about about the ref, the Slovakian ref and the Slovenian and all that. Why those countries are from some things? Oh, thank you so much. But it's just the fact that I'm pretty sure like that shouldn't be happening because also if Argentina were cheated, by the way, to do it, I don't think they should be like now. Basically, I'm going to talk about this now because we have had some breaking news on Thursday that UEFA are coming to a disagreement, are coming to no FIFA World Cup Europe will be on, and basically it's in Spain, Morocco, and Portugal. By the way, it's I know it's uh that was just we had some breaking news on Thursday to say, and some breaking news from yesterday that the advisor of FIFA, Gianni Infantino, advisor has stepped down and has quit because he is corrupt in that stage. What is that, by the way? What was that from him, by the way? Like telling UEFA, uh we're not going to have Europe football in the first place because it's not going to be the same in 2030 World Cup. And I just thought, of course, you have Europe football. And I just thought, oh yeah, but it's in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco though. Does that mean that they won't be in the World Cup anymore? Does it mean that it's super strange? And for me, right, I am saying this for real because it's never the same as it was. But because of that, I feel like some players shouldn't be like that. I feel like Gianni Infantino has got to go. He's got to quit. He's corrupt. What that means is he's that exactly the same as he is. Is that allowed to do that in that stage where he's supposed to tell the advisor to have that disagreement about not putting Europe countries into that World Cup anymore, and we're not putting the World Cup? Is he expanding it to 64 countries? Now that's really wrong, I would have to say, because Donald Trump is behind this so long. Because whatever he's doing is wrong. Completely understand that. Rosima Dado, please subscribe. Please like this live stream, please. Welcome to my live stream, by the way. How are you, UK? It's good to see you. Hey, Rosima Dance. Hello, can you please subscribe to my channel, please, if that's okay with you? Ferran Torres, the Shark, hello, please like this live stream if you appreciate you like this live stream. Welcome to my live stream, by the way. How are you, UK? It's good to see you. Hey, Rosie Dance, can you please subscribe to my channel, please, if that's okay with you? So basically, right, what have I explained this about this? So basically, honestly, um, about this situation is how long is it going to go on for? Well, it's going to go on for like about a month. We've been saying this all along. He's got to go. He's got to go because he's corruptive. He is the corruptive president of FIFA I've ever seen. Now that is completely wrong from him, you know. I think Vinny is using Arsenal to get a better deal at Real Madrid. Yeah, I would say that because is that right? Is that agreed personal terms with Arsenal? Has he agreed on that, or has the club agreed like contract to club contracts? Because what I'm seeing is Arsenal have reportedly agreed to personal terms in principle with Real Madrid winner Vinicius Jr. Is that a rumor that you know? Vinicius Jr. makes Arsenal transfer U-turn after reaching decision on personal terms. So basically, this is coming out on Sky. So basically, it's come out on Football 365 to tell us that Real Madrid star Vinicius Jr. would still prefer to stay at the Bernabeu, despite reportedly agreeing personal terms with Arsenal. It is a really, really bad source, actually, yes. The Gunners are looking to improve their attack this summer after winning the Premier League title for the first time in 22 years last season. Arsenal also narrowly missed out on a triumph in the Champions League too, but PSG beat them on penalties in the final. Mikel Arteta's side have already missed out on the signing of Aston Villa attacking midfielder, left winger, Morgan Rogers, who joined Chelsea after the West London side paid £117 million for his service. That was a feat Arsenal weren't prepared to reach, and now they have changed their top target to Brazil international Vinicius Jr, who had just a year remaining on his contract at Real Madrid. Is that why, you know, and is it because of that way? It says reliable Arsenal X account, Arsenal's Twitter account, the hand of Arsenal insisted on Friday that the Gunners and Vinicius Jr have agreed personal terms in principle ahead of a potential summer move. Is that why? You know, is this why it's going to happen? Is it going to happen? Because I don't think, you know, and I don't think Vinny will set with Arteta's system, brother doesn't track back for life. He does not track back, you're absolutely right. I don't see him track back because he's always on the left wing position. He's got to go and track back, you know. He needs to do that because, you know, as a Real Madrid player, he's got to do that, really, hasn't he? He's always doing it. He's not always doing it, is he? Because I found it really, really, really bad for him. Because, you know, when some of the players, right, I know some of the players, right, they have got enough players. They have got enough players. But this is what I mean about this. Because, look, I mean, unless they can go for something, I mean, I don't mind whatsoever. But unless they go for it, they're always going to go for it. So, yeah. I don't trust the hand of Arsenal. That guy sweared Morgan Rogers is coming to Arsenal. Exactly, it would have been. And Chelsea hijacked it. It's just not brilliant, is it? Right, talking about Spurs, your Spurs side for the London Derby in Sydney. Watch live on Spurs Play. So basically, Spurs have got really good players, some young, talented players, and they are basically Robinson starting today. So they've got Donnelly, Takai, Scarlett, Moore, Tyrese Hall, Russell Denny, Malia, which is the Irish striker, Kira Matin, Young, Ajayi. You've got Hardy, you've got Williams Barnett, you've got Brian, you've got Byrne, you've got Tingy, and you've got Ty Hall. So basically, they've got some young players who have been trusted in that process of not the Gunners, but the system for Spurs, the Lily Whites. So basically, what that means is they have some really good young players who are playing very well. So basically, the Irish striker Mason Melia has got he is like about 18, 17 years old or 19. So basically, he is like a top striker who was very, really young. It's like basically like Will Lancashire from Middlesbrough, who we signed from on Tottenham to Middlesbrough. He was on a permanent deal. He was on loan for Oxford, but now he's gone to Middlesbrough, which is a permanent deal. Look, I would have kept him at Spurs really because he is a brilliant striker, a young, really good striker. But Mikey Moore, who's come back, would have signed for Rangers permanently, but they've done really, really, really well. And basically, what that means is they've been so brilliant. Mikey Moore on loan was superb at Rangers, absolutely brilliant. He would have signed them permanently, but I think it's a really good time to have the first team. If he wants to go on the first team and get a goal for Spurs, he'll be getting his first goal for Spurs, and the same with Manuel Solomon. Some of the young players will get game time. I can tell because Axel Donksu will get that. Max Dowman will get more game time. He will get more games as usual. He's played really well, and he started in the Premier League for the very first time for the last game of the Premier League. So that will be an epically surprise. That'll be a brilliant surprise if he does do it. So that means he's got to call some more players up so we can play them in the Premier League and get some more youngsters in. So what does that mean? So basically, Ayub Buadi has got to get he's got to go to Aston Villa. Well, not Aston Villa, Manchester City. They're all going out for him on that, and they probably won't loan him back to it. I think. I think that's what Mark Goldridge said on that because he's a brilliant player and he's a very good young talented player for the World Cup, and he was superb in it. I like that way. You know he's a young talented player, right? And he's got so many pace, right? And he's got many, many, many substitutes, right? And you've got Elliot Anderson, you've got probably Buadi, who might play in the Premier League next season. For not this season, but the Premier League season for next season. This will be a very, very good one because Enzo Maresca is brilliant. I can tell because He's the best manager. He was on Chelsea. He lost that form at Chelsea, and then he just won't go back. But he's back at Manchester City when Pep leave, and he did. And then finally, he did something that he will do. He's done so well in the past few weeks. Does that mean that they will get more game time straight away? I think it will, because obviously what that means is he's going to be super good, and he's epically brilliant, and he's been brilliant all along, and he's been a little bit superb, and that means for everyone to do so, I think, it's important. It's really important. It's really important. It's really important. Because if it will help to go for it, it's probably, it's best. Right, guys, I will probably have to go, but thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and comment. See you later. Bye for now.